Welcome to the Filthy Dad Pod, a place where three washed up dads talk sports to the masses in between wiping asses. I don't need no more of an introduction. I'm just going to turn this over to my boy Tom, who got the orange on. He got the big grin on his face. Tom, open us up, baby.
Yo, Derek. Do it for
Yo,
the crowd,
cuz.
Derek. Who they? Who they gonna beat them Bengals? Who? Who's gonna beat them?
The
For
Eagles.
Past 10 weeks, you said they're gonna
The
lose
Eagles.
for the past 10
The
weeks.
Eagles.
Oh, we got to
The
beat San
Eagles.
Fran first.
Who they? Who they gonna beat them Bengals?
I'm a little disappointed, I must say. The opening of the show is Tom celebrating that Bengals moving to the AFC Championship over the Eagles. I'm just kind of
That's what he is.
Celebrating the fact that
he's a fair weather fan. That's why.
Stop
He's a fair
talking.
weather
Yo,
fan.
stop talking. Get ready to shave your head and get them chugs ready, brother. That's all that matters.
Oh, there are some chugs owed.
That's what the show's opening up to because of who they.
Tom said, not only was I gonna take the points, but I could have given you them points.
I could have gave you them points 3 times, brother.
I don't know. 5.5 times 3 is 16.5. Tom, you lose. Oh, they lost by 17. I stand corrected.
Well, it didn't matter. The Bengals weren't favored.
Well, he was saying give you. All right. Well, so what? We got 2 Miller Lights in there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it, boy. Tom, do you owe me chugs?
No, stop. You probably owe me chugs. You probably took the Bills too somewhere in this fucking.
I did not. I think I took them to win.
Yeah,
I think I did.
You did. You're riding on a DeMar. You're riding on the DeMar Hamlin train.
I'm no longer riding against. I am full Bengals because if the Bengals win, I don't gotta wax my legs, and I am in for that. And then we both get the.
All I know was a Friday Derek sent that he was like, yes, I have a chance. The Bengals are down 3 offensive linemen. And my exact words were, it doesn't matter because first of all, stop sipping that beer and chug it.
It's very cold. It's very cold.
Joe Burrow plays. I asked Ryan this question. Joe Burrow plays when? What's he play better, Ryan? When he plays
better in the snow because he's Joey Burrow.
He plays better when he's under pressure, and he wasn't even under pressure.
No, that line, you ain't gonna take nothing away from that O-line.
No, they fucking ran the ball with 3 backup offensive linemen.
Tom, that looked like an all-pro fucking line against the Bills.
Exactly. And Von Miller could have made a difference. They still don't win that game with Von Miller on the field.
I don't know, Tom.
He's not giving. He's not doing a 17-point swing.
Well, the problem was the offense.
It was all 3rd and longs. They were converting on. So if you have Von Miller in the mix, there's a chance that he's getting the Joey B.
There are also Joe Mixon was running all over them.
Dude, I know, but you have to give credit to that line.
I am giving credit to that line. Joe Mixon was running all over them.
But you were saying, "Oh, Joe Burrow."
Listen, at the end of the day.
That line looked better than their starting line.
You could have 5 third-string offensive linemen in the game, and it's always going to be easier for you to run the ball than pass the ball. Run blocking is easier than pass blocking.
This is coming from Tom, who's an expert flag football offensive
lineman. It's just a proven fact that run blocking, you're blocking down. All your momentum's going forward. When you have to pass block, you're taking that initial step back. And the defensive line is the one that has all that fucking momentum coming forward off the ball.
But Tom, that's what I'm saying. Even with it being snowing, them being a backup offensive line, they still protected Joe Burrow pretty well.
Oh, I agree 100%. I'm not taking nothing away from the offensive line.
And that's why I was just like perplexed when I was watching this game. I'm like, how can backups be? They destroyed that defensive line. They absolutely destroyed them.
All right, so we have a whole segment to get into with that game. So I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to get there. But real quick, before we jump into our trivia, I want to jump into our comments. We got some commenters in the. This is on my personal page, so it doesn't show up here. But we got our boy Rob DeAndrea jumping in with the fellas. He's repping the Birds. Sean Maynard's in, same thing. D, your dad's on here saying what's up, and then Rob again. And Rob has a request, and I don't have it on demand. So next show, Rob, I got you, bro. But Rob wants somebody to play the video where he tossed Tom on his head. Now, this was the day after I broke my kneecap playing stickball. Yes, one of my most vicious injuries I've ever received in my life came from playing stickball at 28 years old. But this was the day after, and Tom got dropped. But I got a feeling.
Is that the one at the softball tournament?
Yes.
Yeah, I
and
got two videos.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say I got
Tom.
a feeling Tom's
I
about to
got
reference
them
that
both.
other video.
Yeah, but Tom, you got laid on your ass. It was like you were in the trenches and you just got trenched.
Ah, Rob, you're right. Rob said that injury was wild. Still repping the shirt, ironically. Yes, it's funny. This is the shirt I broke my kneecap in.
All right, let's get into some trivia because I'm ready to go at Tom because he's a fair weather fan, and I'm very interested to see who he's going to pick, the Eagles or the Bengals.
Brother, I mean that's a dumb thing. I'm not when the Eagles beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl, I'm a winner on both ends, and you're a winner and a loser. What's the difference here?
All right, well we're gonna get into that because we got a lot of shit to talk, especially about them bum ass 49ers. Since my boy JOB just jumped in the comments. Anyway, let's jump into it. Tom is up 1,600 to 700. Neither of them got any points last week. Tom, you're on the board. Remember, the daily double is now in effect. Tom, 100 through 500. Pick one. And hold up, before you do that, it is all revolved around NFC and AFC championship games.
I'll do for 500. That's fine.
500 is not the daily double, but for 500 points, there's one team in the NFC who is an undefeated, perfect 5-0 in NFC championship games. Can you give me that team?
One NFC team who is undefeated in NFL championship games?
Yes, when they get to the NFC championship game, they are undefeated. They're 5-0. Like LeVar Ball said, never lost. I can't tell if you're thinking or sleeping.
Seattle?
Is that your final answer? That's a good guess.
Hold on. The Packers lost.
Say nothing. I feel like.
I mean, how much time does this fucking guy get?
I'm gonna give him 10 seconds.
Thank you.
Sorry, Derek. I apologize.
Answer.
Seahawks. Final answer.
Yes.
It's incorrect. The correct answer is the New York Football Giants. No, sir. Derek, I gotta mute you for 1 second. That was a great attempt, Tom. The Seahawks was a good one because I don't remember them losing, but they haven't been there that many times. But they're also not 5-0. All right, D, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
100 through 400. Take your pick.
Give me the 200.
All right. Also, not the daily double.
Oh.
Which AFC team has the most AFC championship game appearances?
Steelers?
Ooh.
Can I steal it?
Go ahead, Tom. Steal.
It's the Patriots. Hey, how can he steal it?
Tom Brady and the Patriots?
I'm going to give Derek an extra 200 points for Tom being stupid. It was the Steelers. I can't actually give Derek the extra points. But
I'll take it, though. I'm creeping up.
We got an updated score. It's
you said the most AFC championship appearances?
Yes, they got 6. The Steelers got 16.
Did you forget how many times Big Ben was there? Like,
that's not Big Ben. It's way before Big Ben.
Obviously, Bradshaw on him. I know that.
Yeah, but Brady's been to how many himself out there?
Damn, Sean.
10?
Sean got both right. Okay, Sean.
I think Brady's been to 10 himself.
I need a celebrity guesser, Sean, to be my
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the other ones because I want to see if the people in our comments can get it. So the 500 or the 400 point question was the daily double. It was which AFC team is 0-4 in AFC championship games?
Which AFC team is 0-4 in AFC championship games?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
Tom, what's your answer? And I'll give the viewers a second to get on. I mean, to submit a comment.
I don't know if the Cleveland Browns have ever even been there.
Rob said the Dolphins. Oh, good guess.
Now the Dolphins went to the Super Bowl and lost, didn't they?
Yes, they did. It's not the Dolphins.
Who'd you say, Derek?
The Titans.
I don't know if they've been around that long.
The Titans went in 2000. You answered a question about that on the last trivia, Derek. Well, the one with the Patriots laterals. San Diego. Your dad said San Diego. That's not the answer.
Oh.
Come on, Tom.
Hold on, running down AFC fucking teams
Sean
right now.
Ryan said Cleveland, not Cleveland.
No, that's what I thought, but I don't think they even won 4 total playoff games.
Come on, baby. You got 5. We got to move on. We got more questions. And we got to get back to Bengals, and we got to talk about them bum-ass Cowboys.
I don't know.
All right, the New York Jets.
I was about to say the Jets.
0-4.
The Jets won a Super Bowl, didn't they?
I think they won an NFL championship.
With Joe Namath?
Unless this, I could be wrong, but I got this one that I always get these questions from is pretty accurate. It hasn't steered me wrong yet.
I don't think Namath won a Super Bowl.
If they won one, it was the 3rd Super Bowl, but I think they won.
Joe Namath won the 3rd Super Bowl
with the
But that was championships.
No, it was called a Super Bowl 3.
All right, well maybe I was wrong. Fuck it. This website's never let me down, bro.
Is it Wikipedia?
It was before AFC NFC. That was the
okay.
So that's still right. Fuck it. Fuck the rest of the questions too. Let's jump back into that Bengals and
you know who they beat?
Bengals and Bills game. Was it the Skins?
The Bears?
No, the Baltimore Colts.
Ooh.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
Ooh.
And the Baltimore Colts are 13-1.
No, they won over that wasn't the Chiefs?
No, Jets beat the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Okay. Jets won a Super Bowl with Joe Namath. Yes, my Uncle Nate has confirmed. My Uncle Nate in the comments. We don't look nothing alike. The height difference is crazy, but somehow the guy is my uncle. Let's jump back into that Bengals and Bills game. D, I know we could talk a lot of shit and we could just, just call Tom a pipe rider from team to team, but we won't do that because he's been rocking with that team when everybody didn't believe in him. What did you see out of Cincinnati that's going to make you believe, or at least make you stop doubting them?
I mean, as much as their offense played well, I felt like there was 13, 14 defenders on the field. Their defense played crazy.
Amazing.
Like I mean, the only closest defense I can compare them to is probably the Eagles, 49ers. Like, that's how good they played. Their defense was outstanding. Mm-hmm. And we're just watching that game, and obviously Patrick Mahomes being injured, a high ankle sprain that does not heal in 1 week, so he will be limited. I'll be bald. I will be bald. Come our golf tournament. I'm not conceding, but I'm basically accepting defeat already. I started putting filters on my phone to see how I would look bald because I know it's coming because they're playing that well. They're playing that good of football.
That's great.
And like I said, I can knock Tom and call him, a fair weather fan and everything. But like you said, Rock, he has been rocking with this team. Even when they had that slow start, he was saying that they were going to come back. I think, what are they, 8-0 now, 9-0 or something
10.
During the stretch, 10-0. It was some crazy number.
It was them and in Buffalo.
It was them, Buffalo, and San Fran, of course. But
yep, 3 hottest teams.
But
man, fuck San Fran.
Listen, and as much as I say it burns me up. They shouldn't even have won that Ravens game.
Sean Maynard. No, that was a loss. Sean Maynard thinks you're safe. Your hair is safe, D.
I do not think my hair is safe. Although Arrowhead is a different animal. He's already won an AFC championship.
Dude,
can I talk?
Fuck you and talking. Because Sean Maynard's only talking about the Bengals because they're a fucking division opponent. He's being biased. Sean Maynard even knows the Bengals are going to win their game. He just can't find the fucking heart to say it like a man.
Why do you emphasize Bengals so hard? Yeah, Sean Maynard knows the Bengals.
The Bengals.
It's the Bengals.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give your team props and you just cut me off.
I don't need your fucking props. Take them props and shove them up your fucking ass.
Right up the damn Tom.
Right up the keister?
Tom, you're
the fucking keister.
Why are you so aggressive, bro?
Because I'm ready.
Ready
what are you
for
ready
what?
For? What are you ready for?
I'm ready to get a fucking Gillette razor with some shaving cream and shave his fucking head and watch head not grow and watch it not grow back.
Yo, Tom said this is for all the fucking bald jokes that you've ever made about me. All the times you told me it was time to bick my hair. It's all gonna come down to. Oh, I can't wait. I'm sorry, D. I'm about to go put on an orange T-shirt right now. Who they?
Who they? Roar.
Yo, just real quick, I don't understand the bet system. How is Ryan safe if the Bengals win?
Listen, I'm not arguing it, brother. I'm not worrying about Ryan's fucking legs. I'm worrying about your hair, cuzzy.
Dude, I'm literally like, how did Ryan scheme his way to losing the bet, and we all lose it? So I never win the bet. Actually, I never win.
No, you could have.
You could have.
The first round, you said
the Bengals weren't getting out in the first round.
I didn't say that.
No, not everything's about you, Ryan. This is about the man up in the fucking.
Is talking about me.
I'm talking about Derek. He said the Bengals aren't getting out of the first round. He's the one that came up with this bet.
And I was explaining how I got twisted in, Tom.
No, Ryan put himself in. He felt bad on the outside.
No, I was getting heat on the outside for not being in the bet. So the bet was the gray. I only put myself in the gray area. I said if either one of you get punished by yourself, fine. But if the two of you get punished, I wanted to be punished with you guys because that's what true friends do. And this is the thanks I get. I put my legs up.
I think you should have been punished in the beginning because the Lions didn't win and you didn't pick 6-0 on the picks.
Yeah, but that wasn't the agreement. The agreement was that only comes into effect if we're in the gray zone. Listen, we're still in the gray area. The Bengals aren't guaranteed to win. Listen, I could still be waxing these beautiful legs in a couple weeks. I know you want the hoochie daddies out, D. I know what it is. You want to see these great white thunder thighs and some hoochie daddies with nice and smooth. You're going to have to wait. Go Bengals, baby. Rawr. All right, let's jump over to their opponents this week. The Chiefs downed your Jags, D. Downed your Jags. It's been a nice season for you and your boys, but it's no longer. How'd you feel about your Jags getting knocked out?
I felt like it was a growing step for them. They made it this far. People didn't really expect them to. I'm telling you, Trevor Lawrence is going to be in that upper echelon. I think it's going to be Joe Burrow 1. And I'm saying that after, Mahomes and Josh Allen, those guys kind of wither off a little bit. I think it's going to be Joe Burrow 1, Hurts 2, and then Trevor Lawrence probably 3 right now, in my opinion. So again, they got some. They have listen. When you're a winning team and you have a good quarterback, you're inclined to sign some people, some veterans, some good, some key players. So I'm looking for them to have a great offseason because again, when you're winning, people want to play for you. The Jaguars have been crap for a very long time, so people are going to want to come there. If they couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes on his left foot, then they probably weren't going to beat him when he was 100%. So the cards fell like they were supposed to. If they, I wish they would have won. Kind of, I think they would have a better shot at the beating the Bengals than a banged up Patrick Mahomes. So I don't even think he was supposed to go back in the game.
Man,
I think it was straight adrenaline, and I think after the game that ankle just was it swelled up pretty bad.
That could be the case, but I'm taking if he's able to play even at, let's say 60%, I'm taking a 60% Pat over most. I'm taking a fucking 10% Dak Pat over 100% Dak.
Oh, everybody's taking that.
Come on, bro.
Everybody's taking that.
Pat is still Pat. Tom, what did you think about the Chiefs and Derek's Jags?
I didn't get to watch it much because by kickoff I was fucking already feeling buzzed.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hold
on. Talk to us about down there.
Yeah.
It was one we met. It was a great fucking time. Flip cup, food, hoagie tray, burgers, hot dogs, beer, vodka, Jello shots. I lost count after like 8 of them.
How many
body shots?
How many hot dogs did you eat?
Nah, dude, I didn't eat much at all. Because once I start eating and I'm drinking, I'll get all bloated. So I just paced myself. Like I had 1 hot dog and 1 burger. That was it. Didn't eat the rest of the night. And I was feeling great. Met some dude, Vinny from Ohio.
Oh, that was a real person that you guys.
Yeah, he was sitting right next to us. Dude drove 5.5 hours to come to the game, just that game.
That's a
and
fan.
Then he wants us to find him tickets. He's going to drive another 5.5 hours to come Sunday.
Oh my God.
It was a blast. So I didn't really get to watch much of the Chiefs game. And when I'm down there, I get my fucking service. That shit says SOS, like send help. Because I get, even heck, we got no service down there. None whatsoever. I couldn't check no updates. And then randomly I'll put it on airplane mode, turn it off, and then I'll start getting like all these notifications. And then I got a text message saying the Chiefs are fucked. I didn't know what happened. So I found out that Mahomes got hurt. I didn't see it. But then somebody said it was like, I did see it. And it was almost something like the Tony Pollard injury.
Yeah, it was
but
basically
Tony
the same
Pollard's
injury.
Fucking ankle or fibula snapped.
Yeah.
They rolled it, he broke it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tough.
So I don't know. I mean, let's take it comes down to like Patrick Mahomes, how serious is the injury more than what they're telling? Mm-hmm. Because playing on a high ankle sprain, they said like you said, and I think it was Tony Romo that said it. It was like any quarterback can play on a high ankle sprain after it happens because you have nothing but adrenaline. Yep. So you don't feel it. I mean, you feel it, but you can go through it. But once the game's over and you take your shower and you go home and you lay down, that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ankle swells up. You can't fucking move it. It's like a 4-week process. Look how long Debo was out for.
I was very surprised on the move that they made because it was weird. Like he went to the locker room, came out, didn't play the rest of the half. Chad Henne had a beautiful drive. I mean, I think he drove 98 yards or something.
99.
It was just he picked that defense apart.
Yes.
And then the second half comes around and they put Patrick Mahomes back in. So I was just like, and I mean, they were up in the game. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I would have just kept Chad Henne in and rolled the dice. Then if if the game gets close or something, then you throw Patrick Mahomes back in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to call because he did play the rest of the game and he's gonna do everything he can. There's all types of shots they can give this dude to numb it or do whatever. I mean, this is fighting for a Super Bowl, and then you get 2 weeks to rest before the Super Bowl. So I feel like regardless, anything short of his ankle being broken, that dude's gonna be out there. I don't see no way that they keep him out of this game. Whether, like I said, even if it's 60, you could very well see him at 60%, but him at 60% is still better than majority of the quarterbacks in this league.
Yeah, but is it better than majority of the quarterbacks left in the playoffs is the question.
Well, no, but it's better than Chad Henne.
I mean, listen, I'm not calling Chad Henne Patrick Mahomes, but on that drive, he didn't look like, he was lost out there. He looked like a formidable quarterback. Now, I'm not saying that he can go up and beat Joe Burrow, but, I mean, he's a veteran, and I probably would have kept him in the game.
The issue is now is it takes one hit, he's done. Just one little alligator roll on that ankle, and he could be done. And then it takes his mobility away.
But if they lose, they're going to be done for the year anyway.
Huh?
I said, yeah, he could be done for the year, not his career. But
no. I'm talking about just a year. But
yeah, but if they lose, he's done anyway.
Yeah, he's done anyway. But I'm just saying, like the first play, he could come out but like you said, he'll be back next year. Even if he, God forbid, breaks it, he'll be back by week 1 next year. But I think more it's going to affect the mobility, meaning him trying to escape the pocket with the pressure coming in. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. He's going to be fucking limping over the field. After the first drive, he's going to be limping. I mean, it's going to be cold there. On offense, there's no rest when he's on offense. He's got to constantly, no matter what, he's got to step into it. He's got to move left. He's got to move right. He's got to move north, south. And then on the bench, shitting down, it's going to be effective depending on how cold it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the weather's going to be like.
Probably cold, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be cold. It's not going to be as cold on his sidelines, I'm assuming, with all the heaters they're going to have, is what I was saying.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to have it taped up and protected and everything.
Absolutely.
But again, I just the way that Bengals team looked, I'm chalking it up as a no. I'm being honest. The Bengals look hungry. They got that fire in them right now. Joe Burrow was the most poised quarterback I've probably seen this whole weekend. With the circumstances he was in, having a backup O-line and going into, Buffalo, that crazy crowd, and he just shut them up. It was crazy.
Burrow is a different animal. He's
right. I don't know if you have the stats up in front of you. How much better is the Chiefs' run defense
than
the Bills?
That's a very good question. You're right. I don't have the stats up in front.
I know you normally have.
All right, but if you're getting it up, right? I'll just talk real quick on how about and I mean, I don't know as a fan if I was in their situation how I would react. I mean, I guess it was playoff football and all that, but how the Bengals came out and they booed them, and every time T. Higgins caught a catch, they booed him. What would you do in that situation with the whole, DeMar Hamlin thing? So, I mean, I'm not. No. So, no. Whenever T. Higgins caught a ball, they booed him.
Yeah, I'm not booing the guy.
I thought you said they weren't booing the guy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, we know they're pieces of shits.
I don't know. It was crazy, but it was crazy because the Bengals were like such a class act with that whole situation, and they just kind of shitted on them.
I'm not going to drop no names, but I know some very unstable Buffalo Bills fans who have taken to their platform to say things. I've heard things from fucking get rid of everyone on the team. Hold on 1 second. Saying get rid of everybody on the team, including DeMar Hamlin. I'm like, bro, you guys got to chill out. Like, relax. You want to sell the whole team already now because you lost one? Like,
bro, the Bills
lost three. But.
Their Bills are the Bills are like a star running back away.
Yo, I don't know. I don't think Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is like Tony Romo.
Can James Cook not be a star running back?
No, he can. But I'm just saying. I'm not saying he can't, but it's like,
Josh Allen looked like shit. He didn't look like the Josh Allen of the regular season. Their defense looked like shit.
Josh Allen is there's a thing going around right now with Josh Allen leading the league in interception or in turnovers the last, what is it, like 5 years, and he's like at the top by far. Yeah. So it's like he puts up a lot of like highlight plays, and he's tough and he's exciting. But when it really I'm one of Josh Allen's biggest fans. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
But it's like, at what point do you start to take in, like, okay, so with all this flashy shit that he does, this motherfucker still turns the ball over at such a high rate. I mean, I kill Dak for that. That's the exact reason why I don't like Dak, is because I think his decision making is shit at the worst times. And I mean, Josh Allen is kind of the same person. He's the same quarterback, not the same play style or anything. But I'm just saying, like, he's flashy. He's putting up good numbers. Although Josh Allen looks way better and he gets way more love than Dak does. But he's number one in the league in the last 5 years in turnovers. He's got 80 of them. Like I'm
telling you, Josh Allen, Dak, Kirk Cousins, and I hate to put Kirk in there, but they're guys that are like Tony Romo. They shine in the regular season, but they'll never win your Super Bowl. They'll never win that big game.
No. Tom, both rush defenses statistically, as far as rush yards per game, both are in the top 10. Chiefs are at 8, Bills are at 5. Does that answer any question for you?
Yeah, and that's what they were saying, that the Bills were one of the top like Russian defenses. I was like, I don't know how.
Matt Milano.
Milano's a beast. He is a dog.
They made some boneheaded fucking PIs too. Just some boneheaded PIs.
I mean, the PIs, the injuries, like that secondary. I mean, listen, I know we're not even thinking about it this way, but I think what gets lost in that whole DeMar Hamlin situation, obviously everyone's focused on his health, but he was their second leading tackler up until that point. He was one of their better players on defense. So not only is it like that was a huge blow to the team because of everything that it took out of them, But it was like that was a big blow to their secondary too. And then Tre'Davious White and Poyer got hurt in the first half or right at the beginning of the second half.
That was when they collided, right?
Yeah.
On that pass interference from Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
Is that not the most ultimate negative play you could have? A pass interference in the end zone that puts the ball on a 1, and then your two players go helmet to helmet and they both get knocked out the game.
Yeah.
And that touchdown puts you away.
Right. That's demoralizing.
Bro, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
And at that point, they were on their 4th and 5th string D-backs, I think.
I thought Tyler Boyd was the one that got fucking hit.
No.
Yeah, no.
He didn't even get touched.
I know. He went he was literally he fell right at the right time, went right underneath both of them.
Yeah.
Because if not, he would have got sandwiched in between both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the AFC Championship game, Chiefs, Bengals. I think that's gonna be that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, Pat's not too banged up. What, Tom?
I didn't even say none. I don't have to say none. Derek knows.
Listen, we should live stream the game.
Lock of the week too, baby.
With Clippers, and just do it.
Last week's lock, money line.
Wait, are you waiting to the golf tournament, Tom? Because that wasn't the. I mean, you could get it out the way now, D. Not now, but if the Bengals were to go to the Super Bowl,
I need at least the summertime or the spring.
The thing with Derek though is he's gonna get the baldy now, and then he's gonna say, you know what? I like this. I'm gonna keep it.
No, I'm not.
It's not gonna grow back. Your shit ain't growing back.
It is gonna grow back, Thomas.
Barely.
All right, so
if not, I'm gonna go get hair implants like your boy LeBron.
Let's get some official predictions. I don't feel like I have to ask Tom, but just to have it on record, I'm going to ask Tom anyway.
Bengals by 3.
Ooh, is that the Tom Flynn lock of the week? Derek, who you got?
Bengals.
Oh!
27-21.
Tom, does that buy any respect points? Will you let him keep half his hair?
No.
You won't let him keep. Yo.
Yeah, I'll give him a mohawk.
I'm bringing clippers. Before we cut his hair, I'm shaping him up and getting one picture because this dude shaped me up going back to 10th grade in high school. Shaped me up, and I went back to school with a Nike sign in the side. The one side looked fine, but the other side I had this little scar, and he tried going around the scar. Dude, I looked ridiculous. So
I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have fun with clippers.
I'm coming in with some clippers, and I'm gonna line him up real quick, and then bick that motherfucker. All right, I'm going Bengals too. I'm going 3 for 3. I think the Bengals are unbeatable until they get to the Super Bowl, and then an NFC team is going to take them down. I won't go as far as saying which one, but let's jump over to the NFC. Boys, does it feel like 2017 again? Not in the terms of the team or anything like that, but it just 2017 was that feeling like we are the best football team when we are on, and we have the best roster, and we have the quarterbacks that are making plays, and then of course the quarterback got hurt, but then the backup comes in and makes the plays. Is this that same thing? My question: are we going the fuck back to the Super Bowl?
1000%.
Yes.
I want to.
I can't listen. I came on this podcast and I said that. I thought the Giants were going to give us, a little trouble. I think I said 24-20, something like that. But then I went and I started listening. Well, I watched, I think I was watching the NFL Network, and they were just talking the Giants up. And as they were talking the Giants up, my level of respect for the Giants started to dwindle down because I started to remember what type of team they really were. And then I started listening to our hometown radio, 97.5, 94.1, and fans are just calling up saying, I don't know about this game. I'm afraid, and blah, blah, blah. And dude, I no lie. As I started listening to people talk and start to doubt, my confidence started to just go up. Mm-hmm. I was just like, dude, this is there's no way people feel like this about the Giants. So from Friday, I started to get that anxiousness. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna we're gonna fucking kill this team. Like Friday, I was like, it's over. Like we're gonna do work. Like we're gonna blow this team out. And then Saturday rolls like it's like waking up on Christmas when you're a kid, when you're a fucking football fan. You know, it's like, all right, today's the day. Like, you know, is our week gonna keep going? You know, is our season gonna keep going, or are we done? And that Saturday morning, I was like, just took a deep breath. Ah, it's time, baby. It's time. And just watching that game, I just felt dominant.
Yeah.
I felt like no team could beat us in the NFC or AFC. No team. And I wanted the Cowboys so bad.
Oh my God, I know.
I wanted it to be the magical matchup because I think we would have spanked the Dallas Cowboys.
Especially if Tony Pollard's not there and they would have won.
Oh, yeah.
We was whooping their ass.
I mean,
regardless.
I was going buck wild. Tom, you were at the game. Walk us through it, brother.
The atmosphere was fucking insane. The atmosphere, I mean, I don't know how. I don't think I sat down once. I had some random dude behind me fucking buying me beers.
Why do guys always gravitate to you and buy you beers?
Bro, my arm.
It's his beard.
My arm was literally killing me, dude. Because of the fucking 25 total first downs, dude. And that's another Eagles.
First down.
That's all I kept doing, dude.
Was there any Giants fans near you?
Near me, there was a few, but they're like teenager kids, so nobody really. They just heckled them, like booed them and stuff. Nobody really did anything, but I seen a bunch of videos of fucking older fans like getting fucking heckled more.
Yeah.
But yeah, one dude was wearing like an Odell Beckham jersey. Somebody's like, you know what New York stands for? Next year, idiot, get the fuck out of here. Just stuff like that, and fucking who he was wearing like Eli. You seen fucking Peyton's son wearing a Jalen Hurts jersey?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But then he went to Buffalo. He's wearing a Josh Allen jersey.
That's a slap in the face to his.
And Eli was at the game too, so.
And I seen they kept showing him, and they kept booing him.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
They were showing Eli. They booed. They showed Malcolm. They cheered. Then they showed like Torrey Smith, Brent Selleck. I don't think Zach Ertz can walk yet.
I don't know.
Was he there?
No, he wasn't. That's why I was surprised. But if I had a bet, if I had any, I don't know if his wife's in any type of soccer in any soccer right now. But I would probably assume that somebody like that will be here this weekend.
Yeah.
Like Dawkins will come out. Like
Dawkins is gonna be the hype man for the NFC Championship game. Watch.
Yeah, 1,000%. Who's some people that could come in and just get everybody hyped though?
Him.
him.
I obviously him, but like you think if they showed Nick Foles' face, like the crowd's gonna go crazy.
Man, I don't know.
I think Zach Ertz, the crowd will go crazy.
I think they're gonna go crazy for Foles, but that ain't the like I don't know how I feel about that because this team feels very disconnected from that 2017 team. Like you heard the whole thing before. I can't believe Giants fan Tom or Derek to go kind of touch on what you said. When I started getting the confidence that we were going to smack the Giants was when I saw the Giants in practice and they're all huddled around and they got the song playing and they're all hype as shit and they're fucking rah 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 rah. And then the next video I seen was Jalen Hurts and he's like, I don't need to give you motherfuckers no rah rah speech. We got business to handle. This is what we need to do. Like, this is everybody here knows what's expected of them. This is what we got to do to become champions. Like, this is what we need to do. And it's like, I love that. It's all business, like party after business.
Dude, bro, just think about this. Like, you gotta love this guy. He does his post-game interview and he goes, yeah, I'm proud of these guys. We're gonna celebrate this win for probably like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even a full day. Like we gonna enjoy it, and then it's right back to work. Like it's business. You know what I mean? Like just the drive of this guy is crazy, dude.
But it's wild because he is the epitome of what we love. Like he's just working. He's working. He ain't getting caught up. He's putting his head down. He's working. And it's like I need more people to see that from Hurts. I need it to be seen on a national scale. So I need that Super Bowl. I need him to get there so that they can highlight him for 2 hours before the Super Bowl and show what it's like. Because what the national perception is, again, all year, Eagles ain't play nobody. Hurts ain't play nobody. Yeah, motherfucker, we got the most wins against teams with winning records in the NFL. Tell me again how we didn't play nobody. And then if we make the Super Bowl, the story is going to be, oh, well, they beat the Giants, and then they beat Brock Purdy. And then if, let's say, the Chiefs go and Mahomes is hobbled, that's going to be the story. Or it's always going to be a story. There's always going to be something. Go ahead, Tom.
Yo, Josh East said one thing to J.O.B., and it's all you needed to hear. So J.O.B.'s biggest thing was we didn't play anybody this year. We played more playoff teams just within our division than the Niners did all year.
But they don't want to hear that, Tom, because it doesn't.
It
fucks up their narrative.
Playoff games just between the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yeah, and we played
the Niners did all year.
And we played the Vikings, and we played the Lions. The Lions were borderline. We didn't play the Bucks, but we played some
next year.
Yeah, we played AFC playoff teams too.
But Josh Allen comes to town next year too.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game. But it's like people again, that injury really killed Hurts' MVP. But it's like, all right, let Mahomes have the MVP. Let's go get that championship because it's expected here at this point with this team. We know how good this Eagles team is. We see, I feel like just they get disrespected at a national scale because they're not doing what Buffalo did. Buffalo was blowing everybody the fuck out. Well, guess what? Buffalo ain't playing next week. What the Eagles have done this year, what that has separated them from not only every other Eagles team in history, but every team in the NFL this year, is they come out early, they punch you in the mouth, they get you down, and then the second you fucking before you can blink or breathe, you're down 14, 17, 21, 28 nothing at halftime, or you're down all these possessions at half. And then the Eagles are getting the ball. Whether it's they're receiving a second half kickoff or the defense is shutting you the fuck down on the first drive. And what are they doing? Every single time. I swear to God, I called it here. I called it. We were all sitting here Saturday night. It was me, Andrew, Joe, a couple people watching the game. And the Eagles get the ball back with like 13 minutes left. I said, it was 28-7. I said, the Eagles are going to go down the field. I swear to God, I said 7-8 minutes. I said, they're going to give the ball back somewhere between 5 to 6 minutes. They're going to kick a field goal. They might get a touchdown. I feel like they get a field goal. It's exactly what they did. Every time the Eagles get a big lead, and this is why Hurts don't got the same numbers that Mahomes does. There's always, go look at all of our great wins. There's a second half drive. Most of the time, it's at the beginning of the fourth, and it kills the entire we always have an 8, 7, 8, 9 minute drive that puts points on the board, whether it's 7 or 3, it doesn't matter. And it usually is the one that's a backbreaker that puts the game out of hand. And a lot of it is done on the ground. So it's like if we weren't beating these teams' asses in the first half, our quarterback would shit on everybody's stats. Because if he still had to throw in the second half, what do you think? He just forgets how to throw the ball in the second half of games? There's a reason why his stats are so crazy in the first half and aren't nearly as insane in the second. It's because he don't have to. At that point, the defense takes over and the Eagles just get into a grind mode where they just fucking run the ball down your throat every single time and they burn up this clock. And I want people to see that on a national scale. I want them to see us do it to the Niners. I want them to see us do it to the Chiefs or the Bengals, whoever it is, so that you can fucking realize and for once they can shut the fuck up about our team and how we play and what we do.
But that's why, like, in a way, like Heck when me and Hector were talking, and he was like, yeah, man, the one thing I hate is like the Eagles take their foot off the gas pedal. I'm like, hey, if you're up that many points, at this point, we're playing chess, they're playing checkers. They're playing catch up. So if we can run the ball and have long sustained drives and keep the ball, keep our defense nice and healthy and got a lot of win, why wouldn't we do that? Like, there's no need to keep on piling up the points and blitzing and dude, just keep everything in front of you like Gannon did. Our defense played amazing. Spectacular. Like they played an all-around great game. So, I mean, listen, just like you said, I'm ready for everybody to put some respect on their names, especially listen. At the end of the day, we're about to play the best defense in the league. Anybody can argue with me on that, but the 49ers, I believe they have the best defense in the league. Mm-hmm. And we're going to show everybody on Sunday that we are the best team in the league.
Facts. And I think a lot of that comes back where you know, especially because I remember the Super Bowl. Listen, the Super Bowl year when we won it in 2017, 18, we were at your crib every single game, every Sunday from the beginning of the season to the end. I mean, shit, that's the crib where I lost my bet to get that dreaded tattoo on my leg. But if you remember that Super Bowl season, we were bombing everybody. We would be up, but the difference is we would be up by 7 or 10 in the first half, but we'd have a good first half. And then we were bombing them, the Bears, the Broncos, the Cardinals, the 49ers, all the teams we bombed, bro. We just bombed them the whole game. And it's like, well, if you're the best team, you're supposed to just be bombing everybody. It's like, no, motherfucker, we are winning these games by the time they're actually decided. We're up 3 possessions. With 8 minutes left in the fourth. Now, if we win by 10, because these dudes are still, you know, at that point, we're playing a little softer, they're getting some points, whatever. But when the game counted, that first half, after that third quarter, bro, we're smacking these teams.
The only game that was close was that Falcons game in the divisional round.
Well, the Super Bowl was close, but we smacked the shit out.
High scoring back and forth, but I'm saying like tight wise, we won like 17-16 against what was the score against the Falcons?
15. I think it was like 17-15 or some shit like that.
But I'm just saying.
No. We had to be up like 4 because they didn't kick the field goal.
Yeah. So, because they threw that. That's when Jalen Mills had that great play on Julio. But then following week, Minnesota comes in, walks right down the field, scores a touchdown with Kyle Rudolph. We punt the ball. Then it's that pick from Patrick Robinson that turned the whole game over. Final score 38-7.
Yeah. Well, I want to jump into the NFC Championship game, so let's knock out this other portion of the wrap up from this week, and that's the 49ers beating the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
I got a little something I got to get off my chest. These no good, stinky fucking Cowboys fans, right? I want to talk about the stupidity that is known as the Dallas Cowboy fandom. All right, because it's just been so long. At this point, it's enough. Like, I'm sick and tired of every single year. We them boys. This our year. Dak is going to make it rain and da-da-da and all this other shit they say. Listen, when it comes down to it, a bad investment is a bad investment, right? And what I mean by that is each and every fucking year, these Cowboy fans, they go to a team meet or they go to their investment meeting, which is the off season. It's the OTAs and the preseason and the beginning of the right. They go and Jerry Jones sells them this dream. We them boys. We are America's team, and we're gonna go and win a Super Bowl because we're so great. And every fucking year, these idiots believe it. They buy into the hype, knowing that last year they just got fucked over. They buy into the hype, and suddenly they're them boys again, right? And they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. And then they have a great regular season. And it looks like, okay, maybe Dallas is a little bit of a threat. But then, oh, my God, then that dreaded divisional round comes. And just like our Sixers, they are no good in the second round of the playoffs. They can't do shit. It doesn't matter if it's Romo, if it's Dak, if it's whoever it is. It doesn't matter. The Cowboys are cursed. And then it's always the same shit. Look at me. Look at what I used to do. Well, yes, you motherfuckers were great in the 90s. I will give it to you. But it's 2023. It's been 26 years since you sniffed the NFC Championship. It's been 26 years since you won a Super Bowl. I was younger than my kids the last time you did something relevant. I'm about to be 30. My quarterback on my team wasn't even born the last time you seen a Super Bowl. And now my guy's going, or NFC Championship. And now my guy's going to the NFC Championship. They fucking killed us over Carson, and we got the fuck out of that Carson deal, and look where we're at. And these dumbasses are stuck with Dookie dump off Dak, and they're all that money. Oh my God. $40 million a year, and you gotta hope, like Shannon Sharp said, you gotta hope that your quarterback shows up. Get the fuck out of here. My guy's making like $40 a game, and he's an MVP front runner.
Right. To piggyback off of what you said, I seen something that said Jalen Hurts wasn't born the last time Dallas played an NFC title game. That means Hurts was born, grew up, learned how to play football, went to Alabama, transferred to Oklahoma, got drafted, sat behind Wentz, and got to the NFC Championship game all before Dallas has gotten back.
Yep.
You know what I call it? I call it. Go ahead, Tom.
And only in America can you go 26 years without winning in a divisional round game and still be called America's team.
How? It's not. It's just, dude, it's a Ponzi scheme that they're sold on year after year.
And then they got fans who write on Facebook every Sunday about how much they hate Dak Prescott, and then they post a picture of him in a fucking Dak Prescott jersey. And I ain't saying no names. And
Say the names.
And they delete comments on Facebook.
Will? I just tagged them, so don't worry. It's coming. But
I call it Dakism.
Dakism.
I call him Dakism because Dak always gonna Dak, baby. Listen, I was watching that game, and I was watching with my buddy. I said, listen, Gene, this is shaping up to be the same NFC, the divisional round when the 49ers and the Cowboys played each other. What was it, last year? I said they're gonna have a little bit of time, and they're gonna do some stupid shit. Like when Dak ran the ball with no timeouts. And what does he do? He throws it to his tight end, and his tight end nonchalantly catches the ball and fucking doesn't get both feet in.
Rewind. Why don't you rewind to when the same fucking tight end caught the ball and ran out of bounds backwards, which caused the clock continue to run? Wait. Why don't you rewind a little further when their fucking quarterback ran a bootleg into the end zone and then took on a defensive tackle 3 yards deep, shoulder to shoulder, almost willingly taking a safety down 7 points in a playoff game.
That was because Armstead led off, so he didn't get that roughing the passer call.
Exactly.
That's all, dude. Because if he went full fucking speed, Dak was getting hit in the next year.
If he hugs him, it's a safety.
He played that shit smart.
Dude, Dak literally ran into the dude. Didn't even try to throw it away. Nothing. He said, "Oh, you know what? My this is where the decision making is. Why? Listen, for your own personal safety, Dak. At what point do you think, okay, I snapped my leg in half last year. I'm not as mobile as I once was, but in the end zone of a drive in which I'm down 7 to keep my team alive in the playoffs, I'm going to run shoulder to shoulder with a 300-pound defensive lineman and see how it works for me." I wish he would have fucking.
Right. You know what? Dak is good at something, right?
Fucking losing.
No, not losing.
What?
Throwing interceptions.
He is. He led the league. He led the league in interceptions. He missed.
Dude, he was supposed to have
games.
3 interceptions that last game. Fucking, was it Greenlaw? Missed a wide open pick 6. It was in his hand, dude, and he dropped it. I literally called it too. I was like, watch, he's gonna throw an interception right here. Dude had it in his hands and dropped it. I'm like, oh man. But and everybody talked up this Dallas defense. And Brock Purdy didn't play all that well. Mm-mm. He did a lot of throwing off his back foot, like kind of drifting away. Like
they were getting pressure.
Yeah, they were, but I mean, dude, they just stinky.
The offense wasn't anything for San Fran. I mean, they did what they needed to do to win. But
exactly.
Kittle was, dude, McCaffrey didn't do nothing on the ground, didn't do nothing through the air. Debo did nothing through the ground, nothing through the air. Like, they bottled up McCaffrey and Debo and still got smacked. They still lost. It's crazy, bro.
Dallas going to Dallas, man.
At what point, dude, I was so pumped for this shit. I was so ready. Listen, I'm not worried about Dallas. I'm not worried about San Fran. Why? Because I'm not playing in a game. But bring on whoever. We're in Philly. I'm confident in our team. I want the best. So if that means it got to be San Fran, it got to be San Fran. And I'm going to get just as much joy out of smacking San Fran as I will Dallas because I know some San Fran fans and I'm going to call. But at what point do we get mad at Dallas and say, hey, assholes, you asked for this all year. All year you asked for this. We've been asking for this for how long? Let's get an Eagles-Cowboys NFC Championship. Skip Bayless went on his Twitter and said, see you in Philly next week. And what did they do? They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. But I want to give credit where credit's due. The Cowboys fans that I know that I talk to on a daily basis are typically, they're like unpierceable body armor for Dak. Like they just shield this guy and they cover him and he can do no wrong, right? And specifically my buddy Adam. For the first time, there are many Cowboys fans that I know that were not ever like this. They are done with Dak. They don't want him there. They want him gone. They want to fucking trade and see if they can get that Chicago pick. Maybe go get one of those guys. I seen things people reposting that Lamar is going to go to Dallas, and I'm just like, you sad motherfuckers. What you don't understand is Mike McCarthy's going to be back next year. And Dak Prescott's going to be back next year. And Tony Pollard won't. And neither will Zeke. And neither will half that defense. Because, again, just like the Eagles, just like San Fran, what happens each year when these teams play really fucking good, right?
Everybody leaves.
Vultures from around the league come and pick this player and pick that player. You don't think Dante Fowler might be thinking about going back to the Jags? You don't think some of these guys that they got on 1 year, 2 year, you don't think they're thinking about leaving?
I do think Zeke is going to be back. I think they have too much dead cap to release him this year.
At some point, you have to cut the fucking wagon that's on his back.
I'm with you, but I'm telling if you look it up, I think he has way too much dead cap.
He will.
After next year, they can. But I know Dalton Schultz and Tony Pollard are both free agents, I believe.
They have a lot. They have a lot of people coming off of that team.
I think Anthony Barr was just like a 1 or 2 year deal.
Anthony Barr, Anthony Brown, Brett Maher.
And then mind you, in 2 years, you're going to have to give Micah Parsons a $200 million contract damn near. You're going to have to give him more than Raekwon Smith.
Well, Roquan only got 100.
And Michael Parsons is going to get damn near 200.
Yeah, that's quarterback money.
6 year 200, Tom.
I'm telling
you. This ain't you and Madden. Tom once signed a punter to an 8-year, $320 million contract in Madden.
Salary cap shit was legit in Madden.
He said it was my fault too because I think it was Colquitt because he had like a 98 kick power and he was no, they didn't have the superstar X Factors yet.
Wait, Tom,
we're battling back and forth in free agency and I'm signing. I'm like 5 years, like I don't know, maybe $20 million being nice, giving him $4 million a year. And I get outbid it and I go look at the contract and Tom signed his fucking punter to a max contract of 7. It was 7 years, like $240 million. And I was like,
fucking Madden, baby.
Tom, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, salary cap, dickhead. He's like, oh, I didn't know salary cap was a thing in Madden. Fucking stunk. But what do we think about the 49ers? Let's talk Eagles 49ers NFC Championship game. How do you guys feel about the game?
Their offense doesn't scare me except for Kittle up the middle because we did get a little exposed in the middle like a couple games and we did last game too. But other than that, I'm not afraid of Brock Purdy. He's coming into the real fucking jungle, Tom. He's coming into the eye of the tiger, Thomas. In which it's called the Lincoln Financial Field. Them fans are going to give him hell. They're going to give the San Francisco offense hell. And our offense is going to give that San Francisco defense hell.
Oh, hell.
They got the birds, baby.
Yo, what's better than Saturday Night Football? Football Sunday at 3 o'clock, baby.
Yep, because you could drink and then you'll be sober by work.
Listen. Brock Purdy's got to travel across the opposite side of the fucking country. They're going to have to leave on like a Thursday. What happened, Rye? Speak.
Sunday's gonna be. Oh, this ain't for you, Tom. Sunday's gonna be 50 degrees, D.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that. I might go to the game though.
You're going to the game?
Maybe.
You take a hex ticket?
Nah, I'm trying to find a ticket right now.
Look,
$500.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm not paying no 500.
All right, well, if you find anything cheaper, let me know.
Fucking like you said, Purdy's got to travel on the opposite side of the country. They have to come in a couple days earlier.
But right, if I don't go to the game, definitely a tea time before the game. Nothing better than that.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Finish your piece.
I have nothing really to say. Pressure's going to be there, Hassan.
Right.
Nothing to say.
I'll know by Thursday,
wait.
right?
All right. All that shit you had to say about the Bengals in the AFC Championship.
I can't say
No,
anything
because he loves the Bengals. That's why
I can't say nothing because you got both of you sucking each other off right now, talking about fucking golf, and Derek's being a dick and interrupting me on purpose.
See,
you love the Bengals, Tom. I wanted to see that intensity for the Birds, and
right?
you gave all your intensity to the fucking Bengals.
If he tried cutting you off when you were talking about the Bengals, dog,
right, you would have said, "No, fuck you. I don't want your shit."
You did. You told him to shut the fuck up.
Look at these two cuties sucking cock again against each other. It's fucking immaculate.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure this is Josh East. I don't know why it shows up that way.
Because he's a Facebook user.
But we do got to get back off to Josh's course. I owe him.
Yeah, I definitely will. Dude, my back is just starting to get better.
People don't realize Josh East is the reason the Cowboys lost. We were on the 18th hole up at his private course that we played on, and he needed this putt to win. He needed this putt to win and keep me from coming back, and he called it. He said, he's like, this is my putt for the game. If I make this, the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl. If I miss, Dak is going to choke like always. And he fucking missed. But then I missed my putt too. But then afterwards, I had to remind him, like, yo, you remember that you missed that putt, right? So you just doomed your team. Then, of course, they go and beat Tampa Bay. And he's like, oh, the putt doesn't even matter. Fast forward this week, the motherfucker choked. So, Josh, I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for choking on a putt, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Tom, I'm going to act as though none of that ever happened. Tom, how do you feel about the Eagles making an NFC championship game for the second time in 5 years, Tom?
Bro, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go against everything Derek fucking said. George Kittle's going to have to do nothing but blocking because he's going to have to block Hassan Reddick all fucking day. And it doesn't matter whether you got a fucking whatever. Doesn't matter what's in your tummy. Lane paves the way. Nicky Bosa is going to know not to line up on Lane's side. He's going to be dumb to line up on Lane's side. Lane's going to abuse Nick Bosa. It doesn't fucking matter. Fucking the Cowboys got 2 sacks, 8 fucking or 4 quarterback hits. The Eagles are going to double that. Eagles got a better defensive line. They got the best defensive line in football. And not to fucking mention Micah Parsons bullied Mike McGlinchey with one fucking hand. He picked that fucking Notre Dame prick up and he fucking threw him around like a little bitch. So Hassan's going to do the same thing. Fletcher's going to do the same thing. BG's going to do the same thing. And you got Kaiser White and fucking TJ Edwards that's going to lock up the middle for George Kittle. I'm going to take Darius Slay, CJ Gardner-Minshew. I'm pretty sure Vontae Maddox is going to be back. And James Bradbury over Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Johnson, and fucking Deebo Samuel. Who Deebo, all he does is seem is run fucking slant routes and line up in the backfield. Doesn't fucking matter. Birds by 10.
I have one question for you,
Let's go,
Tom.
Tommy. Let's go, Tommy. Let's go, baby.
I got one question for Tom. Who the fuck is CJ Gardner-Minshew?
See, I always say that. CJ Gardner-Johnson. I always say that because the Gardner always fucks me up.
He said, and CJ Gardner-Minshew is going to fuck shit up. I love it, Tom. That was the enthusiasm I was looking for.
And I will, and me and Heck will be in our original seats
again.
All right, good.
Let's go. That's
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Tom, give us a bing bong.
Bing bong. Bengals Birds Super Bowl, baby.
Is that your prediction?
And the Birds win.
Oh, what's final score? No, fuck that. Let's get our predictions for the NFC Championship game.
Birds by 10.
Birds by 10. Do you got a final score?
Yeah, 38-28. Birds. Torch that defense.
Hold up, dude. Give me 1 second.
And they're only scoring 28 points on garbage time points.
That's a lot of points.
You like that. You like that 38. That 38 number in Philadelphia in the playoffs has been showing up a lot in some big games. You think it's going to hit again on 38? All right, well, you might as well go to
Go to the roulette table and put money on fucking 38, red, black, green, yellow. I don't know what colors they are.
Let it ride. All right, D. Sean's going with you, Tom. D, who you got in this game?
Birds 31-17.
Woo! I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm going Birds, of course. I don't think that Brock Purdy is doing shit. I'm going Birds 28, Niners 13.
Ooh.
I think he gets an early touchdown and gets shut the fuck up late the rest of the game. I don't like I don't know, bro. I don't like what I seen from him the first half of last game. And I believe that our defense is better than Dallas's. I think that they got the best player on the field between us and Dallas would be Michael Parsons, but I think our defensive pass rush is better. And then on the other side, dude, San Fran has a great defense, but they're 20th against the pass. And what's the Eagles like? Probably their best strength on offense. Of course, the running game, but like that's 1A, 1B with the passing game. The Eagles can kill you in every which way. And if they come out and they're able to expose, because San Fran, not only do they not have a good pass defense, like a top, they don't have a top tier. Like, you're not afraid of their pass rush. Like, oh my God, that's going to absolutely shut us the fuck down. Like, Bosa's good, Armstead's good. They got great talent. But I'm not too worried about that talent going up against our offensive line. We got 3 all-pros on the offensive line, or all-stars.
And they're going against a mobile quarterback.
Exactly. So if we get out and Jalen can dot them up, that's going to soften that defense up for the second half for the Eagles to just attack on the ground, which is what they've done to everybody. Give me my Birds offense against any defense in the league. Give me Jalen Hurts over Brock Purdy. Give me Dallas Goedert over fucking Kittle. Give me Miles Sanders and Boston Scott and Gainwell over McCaffrey. Fuck them all. Whew. I was very hype earlier. Kids are sleeping. I'm trying to keep it down just a little bit, but I can hardly contain myself. I'm excited. I need Sunday to be here. 3:00. I'm going to be parked right on my fucking couch, not moving, not talking to nobody, locked into the game. And you best believe I'm going to Frankfurt and Cottman to celebrate, if there is a celebration afterwards. This last time I had to do it with the kids. This time, no kids. Kids stay home. Tom, where you going to be? At the stadium?
Broad Street, baby.
Broad Street, baby. You go back to work?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Sleep down there.
So we got so we are all in agreement that Eagles Bengals would wind up being the Super Bowl. And we all taking Bengals over KC. We're all taking Philly over San Fran. Of course, there's a chance that doesn't happen, but I don't see it. Yo, so I didn't tell you because, well, I didn't want to jinx it, but that parlay I had in yesterday was for $850.
Zeke, he fucked you, right?
It was Josh Allen, Joe Mixon, Zeke, and Christian McCaffrey to all score a touchdown, and fucking Zeke, and he got handoffs inside the 10. He got a handoff inside the 5. Did nothing.
You can't cash out on him neither.
No, you can't. I tried.
I know. It's so.
Believe me, I tried.
That came up fucking clutch for me in the first quarter.
With that pick. That's a guarantee.
Dude, that's why. But I was so worried about, like, Josh Allen. I was like, this is the only chance I have.
Huh? That's why those odds were so terrible.
Yeah, well, The only one that was plus odds was Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
He had odds to not throw a pick, and he threw a pick to who? Ex-Giant, who they released, James fucking Bradbury.
What a
Dude,
play.
I can't believe he's like the number 1 cornerback in the league.
Dude, he's nasty, bro. And I was thinking about that the other day, how good he is, and he's just not going to be back.
No.
Like,
You can't afford him.
there's no shot he comes back unless he takes like an extremely friendly deal. If they
Listen, when we win the Super Bowl, there ain't no reason why he doesn't say, fuck it, let's run it back.
There is a
Because
reason.
money.
Yeah, this could be his last big contract.
And I mean, it sucks because like I don't want to take his talent away from him, but part of him being so efficient is that pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, because listen, historically, when cornerbacks leave the Eagles, they usually don't do too well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or when they come to the Eagles, like fucking Austin Wall and fucking Byron Maxwell.
Nobody's worse than Namdi.
Maxwell was.
He was just the prodigy of that defense with Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Namdi was like an ultimate fucking disappointment though. But that was the whole team. That was when Vince Young
was the
was
dream team, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's a worse offseason to think of? The dream team or us drafting Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson?
It's Jalen Reagor every time.
How though? Because the Super Bowl expectations that year, like it was like again, they called us the dream team. We fucking signed everybody, and then we're fucking dog shit. Like,
yeah, I got a trivia question for you, Rye and Derek. Can you name me the last 5 quarterbacks that started a regular season game for the Eagles?
the last 5.
The last 5.
Jalen Hurts,
Gardner Minshew,
Carson Wentz,
Gardner Minshew,
Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew,
Nate Sudfeld,
and Mike Vick.
Nope.
Hold on. Oh, it was after Sudfeld.
Wait, you said the past 5 years?
No, the last 5 quarterbacks that started a regular season game for the Eagles.
Oh, it was
Hold on.
Don't
got
tell
Minshew.
me. Fuck.
Oh, McCown.
Wrong. He started a playoff game.
No, I forgot this guy's name. He still plays in the league. Number 10. Is he number 10?
This guy does not play in the league anymore.
It's not full.
Oh, this guy. Damn, Josh.
No, he played. Josh McCown. No, he started a playoff game. This is regular season only. You got 4.
So it's after the Super Bowl year, D, because it's not Sudfeld.
It's before the Super Bowl year.
It's Cap then, because Nate Sudfeld started the last game of the year against the Dallas Cowboys.
No, he didn't. He came in the game.
I'm gonna check that.
We already checked it. When we were down at the tailgate, we had that dude that does the trivia on TikTok come up and answer us this question, ask us this question, and we got the same 4 you got, and we said Nate Sudfeld, and we were wrong. And we looked it up. He came in. We lost 6-0 against the Cowboys that game. He came in that game. He didn't start it.
Who started that game?
I think it was Nick Foles.
All right, so then it was. Is it Mark Sanchez?
No.
So it's got to be after Mark Sanchez, D. Bradford.
Yup.
Sam Bradford.
Sam fucking Bradford.
Oh, he was right before Carson.
Sammy Sleeves.
What a fucking dude. Remember when we thought he was going to be the savior? Like, Chip Kelly convinced us that Sam Bradford was fucking like a guy that was going to be good. He was one of the best decision makers.
Terrible.
We've been through some tough times, boys.
Yes, we have.
Fucking Mark Sanchez.
There's another one. There's a couple more he asked. That who's the tallest player on the Philadelphia Eagles?
Mailata.
How tall?
6'8".
You got it, D.
He's taller than Jordan Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. think Jordan Davis is only like 6'5", 6'6".
Who led the team in tackles
This year?
Yeah. Hold up. Here, D, what was it?
TJ Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Edwards
need
has
trivets
been-
like this.
I know. I
Who's
know.
all Eagles? Can't remember what the other ones were. Oh, like who are the
Now you're just
there
making
were
shit up.
7
Tom.
teams in the National Football League who have never won more than like 4 playoff games or something like that. I could be wrong. I got to see it again. Don't quote me on that one. But who are the 3 teams this year with the worst records?
The Bears,
Browns.
the Texans.
You're out there, Eric. Who'd you say?
The Bears, the Texans, and number 3 was. Hold on, I know who number 3 is. They need a quarterback. It's the
Or
Raiders.
4.
The Raiders.
No.
No, hold on.
44.
44. Fuck are you saying 44 for?
That's
Saints?
your hint. Who?
No, the Saints got number 10. We got their pick.
No. That's your hint. 44.
All right, I want this. I'm gonna. I don't even want to look.
The Browns.
I'm gonna look at the name of the teams. Hold up. It wasn't the Falcons. It wasn't the Panthers. The Saints.
Cardinals.
No.
It wasn't the Rams. Rams are top 5. But they don't even have their pick. Texans, Jags, Titans, Colts.
Colts, yeah. 44 is Zaire Franklin.
Ah, that's why he did that. I said I remembered who it was because they needed a quarterback, but I was stuck on whether it was the Colts or the Broncos. I thought the Broncos were because the Broncos the Seahawks got their pick, and I could have sworn that fucking Seahawks were the number 3 pick. Oh man. All right, well, we got through everything I wanted to get through. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on? I know I got some topics that once football kind of slows down a little bit, I got some interesting topics I want to get your guys' opinions on.
Yeah, I just want to shout out the Sixers for beating the Kings without James Harden and Joel Embiid.
5-0 West road trip, baby.
And I want to shout out LeBron James, who's still the greatest player of all time.
Oh, this fucking cocksucker.
He might be.
Now, how you gonna give the Sixers props and then do that to then throw in LeBron? The Sixers just went on the greatest run in a very long time.
You're right.
5-0.
But I see something where was LeBron? I don't know who was he bitching at. Somebody kept talking shit and it got LeBron mad. And
Desmond Bain. Yeah.
And the next
then
play
he went down and dunked that shit.
But he could do that every play if he wanted to.
No, he cannot do that every play. That takes a lot out of you, Tom. You never played basketball. He cannot do that every
LeBron
play.
puts millions towards his body, brother. He could do anything.
I understand that, and I do understand that, but listen, if that was the case, he would do it every play.
How about the Bucks winning 150 to 130?
Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, the Sixers are on a tear right now, though.
They are.
They are one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now. They were like 6th last like 2 weeks ago.
Honestly, they probably arguably I can't say a fucking word. Arguably are the hottest team in basketball.
Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics, and there's a squeaky chance of the Nets, even though the Celtics just lost today, 113-98 to the fucking Orlando Magic.
Yeah, but Orlando, Magic got their number though.
Dude, the Sixers have climbed all the way to the 2 seed.
Dude, fucking Ben Simmons comes to town on Wednesday, brother.
He's not playing, bro.
He will be in the building, they said, though.
He's gonna play.
Is he actually not playing?
Oh, I don't know. You said he wasn't.
He's a pussy, bro.
They played, but he played he already played here with the fans, though.
Not with fucking Joel.
He'll play,
Come on, bro.
He played today. He's got off tomorrow. There's no way he doesn't. If he doesn't play, I swear to God, I'm not gonna do nothing. But
I swear to God, I'm gonna swear to God.
But I'm not gonna do anything.
But I ain't gonna do shit.
Also, just future reference, everybody, just lock your car doors.
Did you not lock it?
I don't know. I swear to God, I did, but
Tom, they definitely check handles. My shit got ransacked like 3 times.
they didn't ramsack it though. That's what I'm mad about.
Yeah, they just and if you're gonna steal cars, be good at your job and fucking
actually steal it.
Yeah, right? Like, how the fuck are you gonna try to steal someone's car, fuck their shit up, and then leave it there and drive with the radio on Miley Cyrus? Like, they put a Miley Cyrus CD and left Tom on spin, so now everybody thinks
that
Tom
Flower song
came in like a wrecking ball. That's fucked up.
That's terrible.
Bro. Did you? Oh shit! Did you get your jumper cables?
Hey, I got them.
I literally used to keep an ID, like old ID, in my car just in case it was like somebody I knew. Like, yo, don't steal my shit, my ID.
Yeah.
And I swear one time somebody ransacked my shit and left everything in there. I'm like, it's probably somebody I knew. Dude,
Yeah.
I had money in there, everything. My golf clubs, AirPods, my Apple Watch, they left everything in there.
And they was like, oh shit, this is D. Nah, we
right. They're probably like, yo, this is D. I can't do this to him. You know what I mean? It's definitely love, but
see, motherfuckers got morals, baby. If they don't know you, fuck them. But if they know you, they ain't gonna get you.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Tom. I will bring your jumpers though. They're in my black car. I grabbed them today and put them in the key. But that is fucked up.
Yeah.
It could have got you. You could have been out of the Elantra rolling in something that you fit in. Instead, you're still rolling around in a car that a 90-year-old grandma drives.
He looks like fucking Mr. Incredible.
Dude,
that starts with a USB cord.
It starts with a USB cord. Tom, I'm just waiting for Tom to punch his feet through the bottom of Flintstone that fucking car. That big motherfucker riding around in a Elantra is like the best thing I've ever seen. But I'll tell you what, that boy gets in and out of it with no problem. I get in and out of the car, I'm like, Tom just is smooth as shit. Can't even tell the transition. All right, boys, great show. I'll get to everything. Will be for anybody that's listening and wants to listen on the podcast version. It'll all be out tomorrow morning by 7:30 a.m. We appreciate you guys joining, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace, my